This news has just landed. It is alleged that a refugee from Afghanistan who lied his way through our asylum system is a Russian spy who worked for the Foreign Office, accessed British military and intelligence secrets, met the now King Charles and the then Prime Minister David Cameron. He was reportedly stripped of British citizenship in 2019 after MI5 claimed he was working for Russian secret services. These allegations, if true, highlight how foreign actors can use and abuse our asylum system to plant spies right at the heart of Britain. He reportedly claimed that he was fleeing the Taliban and had come straight from Afghanistan despite living in Russia for years. Apparently, he went on to work for GCHQ, MI6, the Ministry of Defence, the Home Office. But is it any wonder when you consider that a skint asylum seeker with a potentially fatal injury is currently outwitting our Metropolitan Police? Abdul Azidi is still at large. Now, this is a sorry tale about the decline of Britain. Take a look at this CCTV footage from him wandering around Tesco's, OK? What does it say about Britain that a man with half of his face hanging off due to what looks like chemical burns can just stroll around and nobody bats an eyelid? Like it's normal, isn't it? But the big story here is Britain's deportation scandal. Even if we caught Abdul Azidi tomorrow, and even if he was found guilty of the horrific crimes that he's been accused of, as it currently stands, we still couldn't deport him afterwards. He's failed an asylum bid twice, he's committed a sexual offence, he stayed in Britain and went on to allegedly try to kill his ex-partner with acid and harm children. But let's just add him to the list, shall we? The Reading jihadi who murdered 3 people during a knife rampage, Khairi Sadallah, had his deportation dropped a year before his attack. Ernesto Elliott was on a deportation flight. A load of lovey celebs and supposedly some Labour politicians as well protested against the flight. He stayed in Britain and then went on to commit a murder. We need to deport foreign criminals before they have the chance to commit more crimes. Now, Tory MP for Redditch and Deputy Party Chair Rachel Maclean put forward a debate in Parliament on this today. Now, I actually caught up with Mrs Maclean. She said that allowing criminal asylum seekers and immigrants to stay in Britain is tearing this country apart.
We're talking about something very precious. That's our sense of nationhood, our precious democracy, and that's an inheritance that we've had from previous generations who fought for this country and have fought for the peace that we enjoy at home. And when we have allowed people to come in and literally kill us, we have been literally killing ourselves with kindness in some cases.
She says there's concerns that institutions like the Church of England provide a massive loophole for criminal asylum seekers to stay in Britain.
And I think the one that is really concerning is the one about conversion to Christianity, because it is right that we have a system that allows people who have a well-founded fear of persecution. If they are sent back to that country, they would be tortured and their lives would be in danger. And this is part of international law and it's something that we're part of. However, it's not true to say that there aren't loopholes in that system.
She went on, quite unsurprisingly, to say that she thinks things will be worse under Labour.
They have got the wrong priorities and they've always sided with the victims, with the people committing the crimes rather than the victims of those crimes. They put those foreign national offenders above our own citizens, and that's why I believe they are a risk to our national security.
Obviously, Labour would deny that, but former Home Secretary Priti Patel has now weighed in, explaining how victims have to live through the trauma of being abused by foreign national offenders.
Traumatised, and you know what? They're even more traumatised. They relive that trauma all over again. When they see members of Parliament, celebrities, the media, BBC so-called expert witnesses, as exposed by the Mail on Sunday this weekend, campaigners and lawyers backing the rights of criminals over them.